Hello, it's me, CGD. It's 1834 time. The date, the 2nd of the 8th, 2010. I'm not sure how to describe this piece other than targets in prison and outside of prison. I'll deal with what's in prison first. HMP Brixton Prison has a unique database um, which they store information on. It's an independent system. But what they've actually done is they've accessed, and they can access the Crown Estate, which is all the prisons in the country. And it's through that process they've got access to information pertaining to every prisoner in whatever prison and whatever category there is. They've got also a 100 list in the prisons and their families out the prison, or any connections to crime may be. The examples I will give you are the following: Kenny Noy, John Palmer. These two particularly well known, but they're not the only ones. They're not exclusive. The best examples I can give you is that all the prisons I've been in, it's been like a Q&A session with the way this communication satellites work to do with this project, to find out who was where, on what wing, and what day, and what time, because they have it already, the information. They was looking for confirmation to do with any form of criminality, and they're seriously fucked off with me over a mobile phone scam. I mean, not a mobile phone, how can I put it? The credit cards that you used to use for mobile phones. It's those cards, which are £2 units they used to come into, that they believe was involved in some sort of drugs deal. I don't really give a fuck what they believe, if it's drugs deal or whatever, personally, because they can take it to court all they want. They can come at me with conspiracy before, during, after the fact of supplying these cards or whatever charge. As far as I'm concerned, the cards don't exist anymore, so if there's no evidence, there's nothing for them they can do. All they're going to get is an oral confirmation that's going out on YouTube as evidence, and then when the time comes, we'll slug that bit out in court. But it's not only the card thing, it's the people that I've met. I'm not going to mention any surnames, but there's a Peter A. There's also a Phil from Oxford, another Phil from Fulham. People like this who, when I was at the Mount in the year 2000, the prison officers really hacked off about. They wanted to prove conspiracy or any criminal indictment, and because it's now getting blown out, that any person that I've ever met in prison, they're going to say information's come from me in order to frame these people, which is all bollocks. We all know it is, but we've got to do it the hard way because these stupid bastards won't listen. But at the same time, that was a smokescreen and a cover-up to get everyone who's in prison, everyone who's alive, and the ones that are dead, they're going to try and prove a connection to people that are alive, to implicate them in some form of criminality. Again, in my eyes, my estimation, I believe that's very doubtful. But these people, want to go around playing their games, fixing up, setting up, and trying to frame people. That's their business. At the end of the day, the evidence will stand for itself. But these are the most dangerous bastards on the planet, these prison officers. They don't give a fuck about people like Kenny Noy during his time. They got a grudge with him for the death of John Fordham, and that's what this is particularly about. John Palmer's a different situation. It's a money thing, and his contacts they're after. Even though they're after Kenny's contacts, most of Kenny's contacts are oblivious now. They're not going to be involved in anything. They know the heat's on, so they're just going to get on with it and do their own business. It's the impression of HMP Brixton Prison. They'd like me to put myself in a precarious situation and go so far as to say that Kenny Noy's an untrustworthy person. Well, of course he's an untrustworthy person. He's in prison, isn't he? But that wasn't an issue of his trust or not. That was just a cock-up. It's the belief of HMP Brixton Prison that I personally know Kenny Noy. It's a lot of bollocks. Never met him, never have, don't know nothing about him. But a bag of sand is what came up as an issue. Let them run with it. It means absolutely fuck all to me and fuck all to Kenny Noy. I'll leave it there for the moment. Thank you.